In this video, we will show you an overview of using Mental Ray Renderer via our 3ds Max plugin. Please remember that the 3D application plugin is just part of our workflow, and to get everything working as it should, you need to use it in conjunction with renderBeamer and our web manager. To proceed, please select the Beam It Up option from the renderBeamer menu. After using the Beam It Up option, you will see the main plugin window and its features. The plugin window contains 3 sections. Mode selection, where you can choose between available render types and set additional settings for each mode. Render settings, where you can set the output format. And time settings, for selecting the render range and step. All 3 sections are working in conjunction with others, so some of the options may not be available in the selected render mode. To proceed, you need to choose one of the available render modes. It is very important to choose the correct plugin mode, otherwise your scene may be rendered wrong. With Mental Ray Renderer, you can choose between 4 different render modes. Render as is mode renders without changing any of the options. It should be used for scenes with already pre-cached GI or for shots without caching needed. We are not providing any GI caching options in this setup. Full animation mode should be used for full animated scenes, including objects, animations, material changes, lights, or camera movements. With this mode, our plugin creates 2 scenes. The first scene is the GI caching scene. The second is for the rendering. The rendering scene is using pre-cached GI maps created from the first job. Camera animation mode should be used for scenes where the camera is the only animated object. This mode works in a similar way to full animation. The difference is that camera animation mode provides the option to make GI caching with steps. Still image mode is designed for high-resolution still shots. With this mode, GI in your scene will be cached, or not, if you have your own GI maps. And after successful GI caching, rendered with multiple machines using our distributed rendering strips technique. After a successful rendering, the final frame will be merged into one high-resolution file. After choosing the render mode, please proceed to Render Settings section, where you can set the desired render output format. As you can see, the default output format selection box is faded. That's because we are using the output format setup from your scene. If you want to change it, just click in Overwrite Extension switch and choose a format from the list. Please remember that choosing the output format from the drop-down menu will switch your current format setup to the 3D Max default output setup. That means any additional output options like EXR layers or PNG's depth values will be switched off as per the default 3D Max values. If you have any extra setup inside the output options, we recommend you to leave the Override Extension switch off and just skip to the next step. After setting the output options, go to the Time Settings section and select your desired frame range and set options. Each mode provides different time settings values. For example, the single or frames boxes will not be available in full animation or camera modes. To proceed, click the Send to Farm option. Your scene will be relinked, packed, and sent to our servers using our renderBeamer application. Thank you!